When I first watched Alfonso Cuarón's new movie, Roma, I was not only impressed because of how beautiful and wonderful the story and visuals were, but because of how much I was reminded of his past films. You can see such growth in his work, and you can see such similarities between all his movies. Here are just a few that I catched. In Alfonso Cuarón's first film, Solo con tu pareja, we see a shot of kids running in the forest and they're holding up water guns. In Roma, we see a scene where the two kids play with water guns. There's also a scene of the kids running in the forest. While these maybe were not intentional, they seem very reminiscent of Solo con tu pareja. Moving on from Solo con tu pareja, we transition into my personal favorite of Cuarón's films, Y tu mamá también. And the scene we're watching right now is extremely reminiscent in Roma to the scene where they arrive at the beach and Cleo walks out into the car and watches the waves. Framing and blocking of how Luisa from Y tu mamá también gets out of the car and how Cleo gets out from the car and they both walk towards the ocean is nearly identical. In a later scene from Roma, we can see Cleo finally step into the ocean, which is also reminiscent to the scene where Luisa steps into the ocean from Y tu mamá también. Cuarón also uses a technique in which he uses a car window to tell more of the story. Like in this scene from Y tu mamá también, where we see people getting arrested. And in this scene from Roma, where we see the family arrive into the hacienda. This technique is also used in a scene from Y tu mamá también, where we see the character of Tenoch look out the window. Look at how eerily similar it looks to this scene of the boy looking out the window from Roma. And then again in this scene with another boy looking out the window from Roma. And then again in the scene where Cleo looks out the window. Now I'm just going to show a montage of similar shots from both Y tu mamá también and Roma. In Cuarón's film, Children of Men, there's a scene where we follow the characters who are on a chase, but then stop following them for a while to see someone in the background who is mourning the loss of a loved one. In Roma, there's an eerily similar scene as well, where we see the same exact thing happen. In Children of Men, there's also an almost uncomfortable to watch childbirth scene, just like the one in Roma, which is so emotionally draining and hard to watch. In Roma, there's a scene where the characters go watch a movie called Marooned. This movie was obviously one of Cuarón's inspirations when he made the movie Gravity. Overall, I think Roma was a phenomenal movie that showed how much Cuarón has grown as a director and how his past films have influenced his movies.